Hey folks, this is BestInSlot, and though it's only been a couple of days, we are back with yet another incredible Jurassic World Evolution mod that doesn't replace but instead adds new dinosaurs to the game. So we're back with our new dino park, and the idea for this is whenever a new dinosaur that comes out is exceptional, worthy of a video on its own, we're going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm also going to update you on what other new dinosaurs have been released in the meantime that maybe don't need a video of their own, but they're definitely worth checking out. So to that end, before we look at today's new dinosaur, we can also check out the, if I have to find a better way to find these things, it must be said, the Dino Circus. Now this came out just about before I did the video the other day, but the Dino Circus has been officially added to the list. That's Petito777's Dino Circus. Been featured many times on the channel before, but now a fully working standalone creature. Coupled with that, there is also a Saurophaganax on the workshop. Now, A, I don't recommend the mod anyway, there's very little work in it, but B, it doesn't actually currently work. I have tried it out, I've got it installed right now, and it doesn't actually function, so unfortunately we can't include that. But there has been a further update over here as well, the Gojirasaurus, I believe. Yes, it is looking much better than it did. It's been given a whole new suite of skins, and they are absolutely beautiful. It separates it even further from the Oviraptorsaurus, makes it really stand alone, and it looks really good. It really does. It's a great looking dinosaur. It's of course hanging around in the shadow just to annoy me. Now, we are officially at 10 new dinosaurs or creatures. If you want to keep track of these, like I say, I'm maintaining a Google document list. You can check that out in the description down below. That's got a list of all 10. Anyways, let's move on and check out today's brand new dinosaur. Definitely worthy of its own little showcase. This is the Gigantoraptor by Nanolicensis. And it is pretty incredible. This is the very first Oviraptorsaur we've had in Jurassic World Evolution, including in the mods. Let's take a second. This is the default skin and by far my favourite from what I've seen. It looks really cool. The eyes are kind of freaky because they're ginormous, but we've got that keratinous beak at the front. I love this red, black, white pattern. It looks completely different than every other dinosaur currently in the game. I believe it's based on the Iguanodon as well, which is really interesting because that's something we don't get very often. It's also a really interesting dinosaur in general. Most people, when they think of Oviraptorsaurs, they think of Oviraptorsaurus, of course, the egg thief. That's their, classic dinosaur. And whilst most Oviraptorsaurs, not Oviraptorsaurid, because this isn't an Oviraptorsaurid, whilst most of them would have been the same approximate size, the Gigantoraptor just went in a completely different direction. Went as huge as humongously possible. That's not really English, is it? But either way, it's a gigantic creature. I don't know what it eats from. I can't even remember what the Iguanodon eats from. Is it from the ground feeder? It's the only one I don't have in. We're going to stick one of those in as well. But very cool. Let's check out a couple of the other skins whilst we're here. So this is the jungle pattern, I think. It's very brown. Now, one of the cool things about this, of course, is that it can kick other dinosaurs as well, just like the Iguanodon can. It's a really cool basal skeleton that I guess doesn't work for that many dinosaurs. There's not too many dinosaurs out there that look like this, in terms of the size and the approximate shape. It's just really cool. It's just really cool that we can do this. As I say, if we hop into the creation lab, you'll see we're at 77 out of 77 now. 3 more to go and we hit that vaunted 80 number, and there's the Gigantoraptor with its new icon and its stats and everything there working perfectly. Also, it is worth mentioning, because I'm trying to make this series more of a general update thing, if we go down now, or up even if I knew English, Nanotyrannus has been updated, works perfectly fine now, the words are there and it's all alphabetical and stuff like that. So we have officially 10 fully working and I would say very worthy additions to all of your parks. Now let's watch this eat for a minute, shall we, before we carry on? I think the Iguanodon still goes up as a lot of people's favourite DLC dinosaur. It's definitely up there on the list. The feeding animation was really cool. And in particular the fighting animation as well. I think we all fell in love with that fairly quickly. This isn't quite getting the head in the bush enough, but, Sometimes you don't want to stick your head in it. Never mind. But yeah, looking brilliant. I really, really enjoyed the colour scheme. I love that we have an Oviraptorsaur. That's, you know, the very first one we've ever had. They are omnivorous in real life. Although most research would suggest that the Gigantoraptor was, I would say, predominantly herbivorous, but it was a all-access eater. It would eat whatever the hell it could get its hands on, essentially. But I think it would, generally speaking, be mainly consuming vegetation. So this makes the most sense as a choice. And also, we can't bring out omnivorous dinosaurs quite yet. It just isn't a thing. Hopefully, down the line, we can do that. We can have omnivorous dinosaurs, and that'll be really, really cool. But that's a step away so far. Doesn't it? It just looks great. It just makes me happy. I would like to see a little bit more variation in the colours, if I'm honest. That's my only problem at the moment. Like, the default skin is lovely, but all these alternate ones are super dark and a little bit more on the boring side. But this one's brilliant. These are all a little bit less exciting, I would say, for these. But there you go, Gigantoraptor or Gigantoraptor. I'm not sure how people are pronouncing that. I'm going to go with the Giga, personally. Really cool. I mean, just look at it. It's brilliant. It really is. So we're going to pop one out over here as well. Let you see the default skin in action one more time. This is my huge exhibit filled with nothing but one version of each of the unique creatures. So we have, you know, 10 total in here. You'll, we're going to have to make this bigger at some point. It's just a really interesting combination of things. Everything in here is brand new. And that is really cool. Anyways, right, so let's see them kick a raptor to death, eh? How's that for a plan? Buddy, you got your work cut out for you. These are big boys over here. Dinosaur poisoned? Oh no. Oh, does the Iguanodon have poison abilities? I didn't know that. And all the dinosaurs on the other side, this lot are all going to start murdering each other pretty quickly. Here we go. Raptor, Gigantoraptor. What is the power of the Giganto? Does the Giganto beat out the not Giganto? We'll find out. There's a small difference in size. Just a small one. Nothing to see here. Little body whop there. Raptor dives forward, doesn't quite make connection. I actually did the voice acting for the Iguanodon, in case you're curious. Oh, this looks like the end. This looks like it might be it. Lovely. I think we have to see that one more time. I'm sorry, Raptor, we just do. Okay, here we go. Slow motion. Raptor's wrapping around to the side. Moving in for the kill. The leg comes out. Oh, there we go. Gigantoraptor is not about that life, son. Not about that life at all. There it is. Look at that colour scheme. So the little dash of purple. It's got some nice, you know, eye mascara going on. Done its eyes up. You know, ready for a night out on the town. Looking fantastic. Got the blusher all the way down the neck. Yeah, it's a really, really cool mod. Shout out again to Nanolicensis, who has done a few of the better mods out there for sure. And it is a fantastic 10th addition to our parks. That's our official numbers so far. Like I said, go check in the comments section, description even, that's the right word. In the description down below, you'll find my Google Documents list. You don't need to request access. I'm not going to let anyone else edit it because, you know, people will do bad things to it potentially. So I will continue to maintain it until at least there's like tons of them and it gets a little bit too silly. In which case we may just do a list of the best ones, shall we say. But yeah, highly recommend it. Here's my... graveyard. Oh, the poor Dino Circus. So sad. So very sad. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Go give the Giganto some love. Go give the Dino Circus some love as well. We'll be back at some point in the future. Next time there's a great mod. You know, again, we'll do this update thing so you can check out a few of the new dinosaurs and then we'll focus in on the best one. I think that's a good way to handle things. It's definitely how I want to do things going forward. But I love some opinions as well, so let me know what you think. I will see you lovely folks next time. Thanks for joining me. Cheers much as always. Bye-bye.
out.